Hi everyone, it's Natalie here. Welcome to my channel. So a really frustrating thing happened this weekend. I went to film an unboxing of the beautiful Shadowland Tarot by Monica Bodirsky. I hope I'm saying your name right, Monica. Which was sent to me by Schiffer Publishing for review. And after filming a really lovely unboxing and walkthrough, my computer just glitched out really bad. The footage is basically unusable. So, which I'm horrified about because it was such a cute unboxing. It was, I really was surprised, like delightfully surprised by how much I love the deck. And I think, you know, my reactions were really spontaneous and genuine. And, I just think that's nice for creators to be able to hear when somebody really, really likes their deck, and is enthusiastic about it. So I'm kind of heartbroken actually that it didn't work out. So that said, it was also really grainy. And as I noticed, like, as I'm filming this, I'm going to do all of this like face on, which was not my intent at all. But yeah, I'm going to film this one face on instead of like flipping the camera around because I don't trust that it's not going to start glitching. And if it does start glitching, I want to start catching it this time before it does that, so I can just stop what I'm doing instead of going back through the editing and having to figure it out then. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's a really strange thing. I'm hoping that maybe by the time, I don't know, maybe there's an edit or an update or something that needs to happen on my Mac, but we charge on, don't we? So, yeah, I am really excited about this deck, though. I have to admit. So this is the Shadowland Tarot, as I said, by Monica Bodirsky. She's a Canadian author, deck creator, witch, tarotist. Is that a thing? Tarot. I'm probably saying it wrong. Tarotist. I don't know. I'm just faking my way through that one. We're just moving on. So anyway, she's an admirable human being. We like her. So this is the box it comes in. It's gorgeous. And as you can see, I've already started annotating it. So this is far from like an actual walkthrough. The packaging is beautiful, very, very high standard. You know, you've got this gorgeous guidebook that comes with it, which is, you know, it's nice and beefy, as you can see. Like I said, I've already started annotating. I think I even started highlighting, which is kind of horrifying for a walkthrough because, you know, I'd like for it to be clean and not have all of the marks of my madness in it. But, yeah, like it's, when you first open it, the full page spread there with the Chariot card. You know, the contents are beautiful. The detail, you know, the detail that's gone into it is absolutely stunning. And, you know, it's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So you can see, and then like there's full, you know, a full 2 pages for each of the cards on the inside, and then at the very back there are there's just a whole heap of spreads, further information. I would say this is an XO, and that's Monica. There's Monica. I would say this is a really good deck for a beginner. You know, I literally just opened it 2 days ago, and went back to edit it and realized I couldn't use that footage. It's amazing. It's just amazing. And for one of the first endorsements on the very back here, is it going to focus for us, is by a registered clinical psychologist, you know. So she, you know, it's really got some great endorsement to it. Again, I feel like it's a really user-friendly deck. I shouldn't be reviewing it because we're just walking through and looking, but I didn't get to unbox it. And so, yeah, we just have to go from where we are right now, right? So, I did go ahead and put the deck back in order, even though I've been working with it. And I will be using it all week this week. I started putting, oh, come on out of there, little guy. So here's how it looks. Here's the box, or the inside of the box. It's got one of these lovely inserts that is removable, but which, you know, is nice and durable. It will not allow your cards to slide around in there. So it's perfect from that perspective. And then you've got these lovely cards. And as you can see from the sheen, they are super, you know, like just perfectly cut and put together and gilded and so forth. So we'll hope that my camera can kind of do the imagery some justice here. And we'll walk through. Yeah, I think I'll try holding the deck like this. So we've got the Seeker. So there are two of the majors that have been renamed. One of them is the Seeker, so which is the Fool, the Magician, High Priestess. I wonder if I need to turn my light down. There we go. Yeah. So the line work is very like Edward Gorey, but yet it's color, so it's not like working with black and white. The Empress. Emperor. And the Emperor, the Magician, of course, is like on the front of the box. So you have the Magician here. Oops. And then, yeah, the Emperor's down here, which I love. I think the Emperor is really well done. They're all really well done. I mean, I have a list of like favorite cards already from the deck, but this is a total surprise. This was one that it wasn't really on my radar. I mean, it was from the sense that I'd seen Nina using it, and when I see friends using decks, of course, that really influences me to some extent. For whatever reason, this one just didn't catch my interest, and it may have been the timing, because at the time that I think she got this is right around the time when COVID struck, and as we all know, I just kind of lost my appetite for a while. The Chariot with the little spiders. But, yeah, in the midst of coming out of the first round, or the first, I guess, first blush with the COVID, you know, my interest came back in spades, actually. And, you know, Schiffer and I got in touch with each other. I love this so much. I love this Hermit. It's just adorable. So anyway, long story short, that's how this one kind of escaped my radar, which is so unfortunate. And I'm just really glad they sent it, because this is totally right up my alley. Completely the kind of creepy, cute sort of thing that I adore. Hanged Man is a bat. I love this death so much. I just love that death. It's so, I love Plague Doctors and the look of Plague Doctors. As a theater director, like, that's always been an image that I'm fascinated with. I'd love to have like a chorus of Plague Doctors. Yeah, I could tell lots of stories about Plague Doctors. I've used them in my work a few times as a director. I guess I could say too as a visual artist, but like as a director, I've definitely done that. Temperance. I love that Temperance's legs. Temperance is this like skeletal bat that's bow-legged. It's just so cute. And the Devil, which is completely, you know, it's all of the worst and best of us. This is a totally charming devil. Kind of reminds me a little bit, I realized in the last couple of days, it does remind me a little bit of like, of Pete, oh shoot, what's his name? See, I could think of this if I wasn't filming. Pete from Saturday Night Live, who does all of those wonderful films. It's like one of his characters from one of his films. I'm sure if this makes it to the editing floor, I'll put his name in here. The Tower. Again, very Edward Gorey. I just love that. God, that's good. There's just so much there. So much there. And this kind of weird cousin it star. I'm really wanting my camera to really kind of focus in on the line work and the cross hatching. And Monica's, you know, this is the thing, because Monica's line work is so beautifully done. And for those who appreciate art, I mean, it's fascinating to me. You know, you can find artwork so, it's so subjective, and then yet there are so many areas of it that when you have some objectivity and education around it, like when you see people do clever things, it's really exciting. You know, so again here, like we have the little girl, and she's friends with the little crustacean creepy crawly guy. I just love that. She's made friends with him. You know, there's a lot of that in here where, you know, there's the light is made dark and the dark light. So here's a darker card made somewhat lighter. And then we have the sun. And again, I feel like we've got a really light card that's kind of darkened a little bit because, like, trying to tether the sun, trying to hold on to something that's impermanent, or, you know, I don't know. She's done a great job of balancing them. So there's nothing that's too sweet or too cute, and there's nothing that's so dark that you can't deal with it. You know, it's got a nice balance. So there we have discretion, which should have been judgment, but has a wonderful explanation in the book. For that choice. And then the World. Just adorable. Okay, then we have our Pentacles. Mummies are in here a lot too. You know, the idea of being wrapped up. Three of Pentacles. Beautiful cardstock too, by the way. It's nice, and it's got a good, it's not a lot of nice tooth. It's got that, it's that kind of matte finish, hollow core, you know, cardstock that's a little bit plasticized and really wonderful. Oh, this little Four of Pentacles. He's so cute. He wants it all to himself. Oh my God, I love this one. I mean, there's a Sasquatch card, right? So, I mean, how clever is that? She put a Sasquatch card in the deck. And the commentary of this as the Five of Pentacles, you know, she clearly knows a lot about, you know, she's got an interest in Sasquatch, clearly, and various aspects of folklore and, you know, wild man folklore, and, you know, Jungian psychology and the projection aspect, and just, I mean, there's all kinds of depth, you know, part work and depth psychology going on in this one in terms of theory, right? If you take away Sasquatch as just like an idea, and really the image just tells you, right away. I mean, I'm lecturing about it, but the image really does say what that's about. If you know the Five of Pence, you'll understand, you know, you understand what she means. And then the Six of Pentacles. I mean, just so sweet. Seven of Pentacles, and this I find fascinating. Again, you know, it made me stop and like look at the Seven of Pentacles again. A very, very very carefully, you know, what are we feeding? What are we trying to grow? And this Eight of Pence. Honestly, this deck pulled me out of a really bad place on Friday. I was in such a low place on Friday. And this deck, I thought, you know what, I'll unbox a couple of decks and get them filmed. And this completely lifted me out of that place. And shifted my whole perspective. It's doing it now, even now. Like I have like a really visceral reaction to this deck. Like my heart space literally starts to feel like it's warming up. Yeah. And I mean, again, the commentary on this particular card, I think, is so witty and intelligent. When you really know the RWS well, like this, brilliant, just brilliant. And again, if you look at the bibliography of the book, she, you know, there's no question. She's read all the stuff. Again, normally just like perfect, a very perfect card, and we see the shadow aspect of the card as well. Page. The Knight. The Queen. I love this Queen of Pentacles. Her little kitty cat. And the owl up in the tree. And the King of Pentacles, who's kind of weird and lumpy. And this one's kind of weird for me, but then I love that he's got like this beautiful crown of, you know, and cluster of quartz crystals growing out of him. We have our wonderful Ace of Swords. 2. Love this one. Really, really love this one. Yeah. Again, the commentary and bringing, you know, one of the more painful cards in the deck. And yet, look at what she did there. Just genius. I love it. The Four of Swords. Interesting commentary here, too. And the 5. They're so cute. I'm taking all the corn, you know, it's great. 6 of Swords. Oh, love that. 7. And the 8. And I've since learned, I'm going to spoil. So the red shoes, when red shoes appear on one of the characters, apparently it's intended to mean or signify that there's a choice. So they could choose to, you know, go someplace else, do something else if they wanted to. 9. And I love this one so much, especially like as a recovered arachnophobe. I find this one utterly heartwarming. I just love it. It's absolutely the experience of having arachnophobia. It's absolutely what that is. And having it as an anxiety and, yeah, that's totally what it is. And because of making friends with it too, you know, that, yeah, that's what it's been like. Now I have a pet spider. And this 10 of Swords, very, 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 oh, so clever. Yeah. Page of Swords. I kind of love that the Page of Swords is like the girl from The Ring, which I'm starting to resemble now because I haven't had a haircut in 9 months, 8 months, something like that. Knight of Swords. Queen. I love her little raven or crow there. And the King. You know, the first time I looked at this, it took me a couple of looks to see that he's got bat wings. Because I just missed it. Okay, then we have the Ace of Wands. And the 2. Love this 3. Love this 3 of Wands. Love this one too. It's 4 of Wands. Again, it's normally like a really positive, really happy card. And instead of grapes, we have spiders and spider webs. You know, what is it that you're walking into? Yeah, I mean, it's, oh, God, this is good. Wonderful interpretation. Wonderful. And the 6. It's just a wonderful commentary. And the 7. And this 8 of Wands, I think is just so sweet. They're sending their brooms. Including the little kitty cat. Just, I love that so much. I don't know why. It just makes me happy. And the 9. Yeah. And here we have the 10. The little mousy. There we go. Little mousy. Carrying too much stuff. But he's capable. He can do it. He's more capable than he realizes. Okay, and there's the page. And the knight. I was about to say the Knecht, but don't know where that comes from. It's been a while since I've tried to study Chaucer or work with Chaucer. Anyway, there's the Queen. King of Wands is fabulous in this one. The little critters at the bottom are kind of hard to make out. I'm not sure how well my camera is going to capture them. But they're just so cute. I might have to put this on Instagram and use my phone as well. Ace of Cups. Two. 3 of Cups. So clever. 5. This is just marvelous. 6 of Cups. Why is my computer so goofy right now? Okay, there's a 7. Hi, sweetheart. Brilliant. 9. page. The cups, the quartz and the cups are really funny. So got the page, and the knight, the queen, and finally the king. Yeah. So it's just utterly, utterly delightful. I didn't show the backs. The back of the card is super cute. It's this bat. Just like what's on the box. Extremely cute, sweet little deck. And I'll go ahead and show you how it shuffles because I'd done that in the previous one and did not do it. Or no, anyway, it doesn't matter. But I'm here to shuffle anyway, so you can see how it shuffles. There we go. So it shuffles like a dream. Yeah, super, super cute little deck. So I'll be working with it this week on the Instagrams. And again, I've already just kind of been reading with it a little bit for myself. And like, you know, I took the deck apart to take pictures and pulled out some of my favorite cards and stuff. So that should be fun to share with everyone on Instagram next week. So thank you so much, everybody, for your patience and for hanging in there. And I will see all of you again very soon. Okay, I'm so glad. I think the computer didn't glitch out too badly while we were on here. So if that's in fact the case, then we're good to go. And I'll see you next time when I come back with a review. Okay, take care. Bye.